So why are you attending Occupy OC?
Well, because it's too damn far to go to Occupy LA. And I think that it should be local. I think that we should stand up and say, especially Orange County, the bastion of Republican small-mindedness, and say, look, we're tired of a government caters only to corporations, the top 1%. There's 99% of us here, and we're tired of voting against our interests. We're tired of letting you say, it's your fault you're poor. It's your fault you're unemployed. And if we just give everything to corporations, they're going to create jobs when they just take that money and sit on it, or create jobs overseas. It's not enough. It's not right. And it's not like this is the status quo. Until 1980, the rich had to pay, and the corporations paid a fair share of the load, and instead, their share has gotten lighter and lighter, and they've hit us heavier and heavier. I mean, Goldman Sachs wrote the financial regulation policies. Goldman Sachs dictated the terms of the bailout. This government is not supposed to be for Goldman Sachs. And if they can say all the money, then we have to say with numbers. We've got to say, we are the ones who elect you. And the problem is, money only buys you so much influence. If we were not so easily moved by tiny, small, 30-second commercials, if we listened and talked, we'd force them. The money wouldn't matter because we'd know and be informed. But how do you get informed when the media that informs us is owned by the corporations serving their interests too? So the only thing we do is stand up, assemble, and say we're not going to take it anymore.
And how do we get our government to represent the people as opposed to the upper percentile?
Well, one is get involved. Two is force them to say, if you're not, like Obama, and say, we're not going to come out. In 2010, Democrats served notice, or liberals served notice, we're not going to come rally around when you don't give us anything. If you don't accomplish things, we don't turn out. Democrats have so far been the weak water, tepid alternative Republicans. We need a Tea Party of progressives and say, we are the people, we're your base, and if you don't cater to us, you don't get elected. It doesn't matter how much money you get from Wall Street, you need us.
You mentioned it's too far to drive to the LA one, but don't you think it's probably important that every single Occupy whatever in California sort of conglomerates themselves?
I think so, and I mean, but I also think it's important to set up locally and say, Orange County, serve notice. You're not just serving old white Republicans. There's a whole populace here, and we're going to start voting, and we're going to start taking names. And yeah, I think it's important to solidarity with LA, with the Occupy Irvine on the 15th, and I think they should come here to the 22nd. There's room for us all.